The e-guide is complete. It is completely free. Hey, welcome back to my channel. I make weekly art tutorials, paint-alongs and vlogs, and this video took me ages to create, so thank you for tuning in. Why did it take me so long? Basically because as I was creating this video, which is based on a commission that I'm doing, I felt really inspired to create an e-guide. As a result, everything got delayed, but it is done. The video is finally here. The e-guide is complete. It is completely free, and in order to get it, all you have to do is check out the link in the description and you'll get that free guide. So yeah, in this video I'm going to be talking about the commission that I've been doing, which I am absolutely loving, and also drawing florals. In terms of the pens that I use, I'm going to be using these Uni Pins fine liners. So I'm including a sneak peek of the guide that I've created, but you can print it out or you can just look at it online and draw in your sketchbook or something at some loose sheets. So I'm focusing on how to draw the peony, and I'm just taking you step by step as to how to do that with each petal that you need to add, starting from the front and then adding the petals to the side. Then you add the petals at the back and finally the petals at the bottom. Then I go through extra details such as adding folds to the petals to make them look three-dimensional, adding shading, the stamen, the leaves, and embellishments, and even touch a bit on composition. So by the end of this, with just a few minutes, you'll be able to draw a peony in under 5 minutes. Here I'm just showing you a few more petals that you could perhaps do. So these are the petals that you could do at the front, and how you can really vary the petal by changing the shape and where you put the shading. Here I'm showing you the different petals that you can do on the side, one on the right and one on the left, and I go a step further as to showing you that some of them you can actually add folds to them, as I'm doing here, which just make it a bit more three-dimensional and kind of show that you can see a bit more of the inside of the petal, maybe less of the outside. These petals that I'm doing here are the ones that would be at the bottom, and again you can vary in that some will have folds, some will not have folds, some will have creases, and it's entirely up to you to mix and match and play around with them and just see which ones you prefer. And you don't have to be stuck to one, you can add a few petals at the bottom. And then the petals that I do at the back again tend to kind of look like the petals that you would do at the front, but I tend to add more folds to them than the ones at the front. I don't tend to add any overlapping or folding petals to the ones that are at the very front. And then finally the stamen, which is the middle of the flower. So I can either do individual kind of oval shapes, or I literally do squiggles. It's entirely dependent on how I'm feeling, and I think both of them are completely fine. And you can use the e-guide on its own, or you can complement it with this video. But just to touch on something else, this is how I add my shading. So I tend to do 3 or 4 lines to represent where I think the shading will be, and then sometimes I will do the 3 lines at the bottom, 3 lines at the top, and then connect them with dots. This is by no means like an actual shading technique. It's just genuinely how I do it. I think it just makes it a bit more stylized. I've tried different ways, and this is the way that I like most, that I think doesn't overcomplicate the flower and at the same time shows a bit of dimension. And then with the leaves, as you'll have seen in my sketchbook, I just have a whole bunch of different ways of doing leaves. Sometimes I leave them plain, sometimes I add diagonal lines. Like literally the world is our oyster. This is just a reminder to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you don't miss my weekly videos. Look at that. Isn't that cute? Okay, anyway, let me focus. As some of you may know, if you've been following my channel, I also have a business called MaksPaper, and on there not only have I been releasing like cards and art prints and other things to do with art, but I'm also focusing on building a tool for artists that's positive, and this guide is part of that. I'm basically doing this commission with At Divine Roots, which is a hairdressing company that also creates natural hair products. I know the owner, amazing woman, incredibly talented and gifted and so humble. And she basically asked me if I could do custom illustrations for her thank you cards. And
I mean, that's just so sweet, isn't it? That someone wants to have an illustration for every single thank you card that she sends to her customers, something that's unique to them that she feels they will like. And, you know, she wanted different florals and she handpicks them to see, you know, does it match my customer? Is it something that I think my customer will like? Is it something I think they will love? And she asked me, and I was absolutely on board.
These are a few pages from my sketchbook just showing some past doodles that I had done, and I kind of had them open and flick through them as inspiration and to just bring back different ideas that I could potentially experiment with. And these are just some of the examples that I'll be showing you that I created. I actually ended up taking a poll on Instagram just asking, are these actual doodles or are they drawings or would you call them something else? It was close, but in the end people agreed with me that these are floral doodles, although perhaps maybe a little bit more complex.
So in terms of why, like exactly why I thought of the e-guide, as I was doing some of the illustrations, she did say something along the lines of, I wish that I could do this as well, but there is just no way. And she wasn't asking me for this, but you know, she was basically saying, look, there's no way that I could do something like this, but I wish I could. And I know that she could, but I think sometimes, you know, when you look at the final drawing, it just looks so complex that you think, oh, you know, it's just incredibly hard. But when you break it down, it actually makes a lot of sense, and it's actually something that you could probably do, not only you, but definitely her and a lot of people. So I thought, okay, I'll do this guide, and that's primarily what inspired me to create the guide, because I thought it would be helpful for her. It's something that she would enjoy. And you have to understand, I do art to relax. I do art because I enjoy it. It is not my full-time job. I'm not averse to making money. I'm definitely not averse to making money. But yeah, I'm doing this because I enjoy it, and I'm doing this to cater to other people, and I'm doing it to encourage other people. So I saw an opportunity in which I thought, okay, I could create this guide, and then she'll be able to make florals for herself and she'll be able to enjoy it, and primarily she'll know that she can do it because I know that she can do it. So that's what led me to create this guide, and with Inktober drawing near, I thought this might be a helpful guide. So yeah, check it out. Let me know what you think. I am always open to feedback, and I'm also open to suggestions. So if there's a particular guide that you would like, if there's something that you've seen me do that you've wondered how do I do it or what did I use or whatever, I am an open book. I have no problems telling you what materials I've used or how I've done something. There are no secrets. I don't, you know. So yeah, feel free to ask.
And here are just some of the flowers that I drew for this project. So you'll notice roses, anemones, frangipanis, peonies. Yeah, any flower that I thought was well suited, I experimented with and I included.
Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that you enjoyed the e-guide. By all means, download it. Let me know your thoughts, and also let me know if there's any other guides that you would like me to create. Say this is my first guide, so you know, don't be too critical, don't be too harsh. But ultimately, it helps just one person. I have achieved my goal. Basically, what it comes down to, I want to create things that I enjoy, and I also want to be useful. So I am open to video suggestions, like more than open to video suggestions, because I created an e-guide. I've doodled on my front cover, but I can't even show you that. Oh, and there was something else that I wanted to say. I read all the comments, and if I haven't replied and it's been over a week, I can almost guarantee that that is why YouTube has blocked it, and I can't reply. I can't even see it underneath my video. It's not that I'm airing you, it is just literally that YouTube has been like, no. So I'm sorry. Thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you for making it this far into the video. I personally like watching videos to the end, but looking at my analytics, I can see that you in particular are incredibly special, because it's not everyone that does it. So we are part of a rare breed. So if you have made it this far in the video, then let me know let me know down below in the comments by answering what is your favorite thing to draw, paint or create. And yeah, then I'll know and you'll know and we'll both know that you are a real MVP. You've made it to the end of the video. See you next week. Bye.